Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Take the Fear Out of the Gear with me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And me, Jason Bangers. Are you still using an analogue desk live? What's the matter with you? Watch the rest of this video. With the X18, right, with this thing, it's basically a stage box. So it's just a stage box. You can plonk this thing, as you know, anywhere you want, on the stage, anywhere. Out of the way, right in the corner, tucked right behind the bass player, doesn't matter. And then you do your mixing from an iPad. Bosh. Right, I've got it in demo mode at the moment because we haven't plugged it in. You just literally turn up, turn down, turn up, turn down. Send it anywhere you want. Add any effects to anything. Multiple effects on one channel. Just man, I'm so excited about what you can and can't do with this thing.
Well, yeah, because as Jay says, you've got a completely digital desk, got all your built-in effects, you've got remote control, you don't need any multi-core.
Compressors all over the place. Limiters.
Reverbs, choruses, any effect you want. Plus the other flip side of it, if you've got a laptop, you can use it as an 18-channel audio interface.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want to take it home or you want to go out and record a live session, you can.
You can also use this with analog equipment. Say you've got a little R8 and you want to do like the stuff you want to sound analog, you can record all of that onto there. You can run them side by side and you've got digital side of a analog side. Best of both worlds. One thing you do need to know, and that is sending your Wi-Fi signal to your iPad. There's two ways to do it. One is it's got a built-in system which allows you to use, I would say, quite happily one iPad, but you get more than one iPad, then you need to talk to Uncle Simon.
Yeah, if you've got more than one iPad, you need a stronger signal. So you just need like a kind of router you see at home. I think this one runs at 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, and that just gives you a lot more range, a lot more power. So I think we've used, 3 or 4 iPads before at least, haven't we?
I run 7 off of it, didn't I?
7?
Yeah.
Blimey.
In here, indoors. I had all the iPads, got yours round, got Shag's, and we had 7 iPads running on it happily. And what you got to remember, guys, is that every band member can do his own monitoring mix. Just think about that. There's no more worrying about monitor mixing. Every band member who's got an iPad can do their own monitor mixing in this thing. It'd be worth having in a recording studio just for that.
There's an Android app for this as well, isn't there? If you've got an Android,
yeah.
If you haven't got an iPad, if you're not Apple, you've got an Android app as well. Plus, if you haven't got either of those, you can plug a laptop in as well. So there's lots of different ways you can control it.
Yeah.
But Behringer, we should say Behringer have got it covered because this is a Behringer product.
I would never, ever, ever go back to using an analog desk again for live work. I mean, I've got to say, I was very dubious about using this, because I thought, what if the computer crashes? What if this happens? What if that happens? I don't know how many gigs it's done, but it's not played up once. The only things that have gone wrong has been operator error. Literally forgetting what you've got to do. There's a little switch on the back that goes between its own built-in router to an external router, and quite often that gets knocked. You've got 6 auxiliaries on this thing.
If you're still using an analog disc for live, then this is worth a look at. And as we said earlier, the price at the moment's the lowest we've seen, $329 from Bax Music.
It's madness.
And as you say, you've got a free audio interface as well chucked in, so that must be worth at least 150 quid, mustn't it?
You've got URI limiters built into this thing, right? URI. They're not actually named it, but they are suggesting it, and they do sound just the same. You've got Lexicon 480 reverb system in here. It doesn't say it, but it shows a very similar remote, and it lends itself to the fact that it's Lexicon. It sort of suggests it, which it says in the paperwork. If you read it, they are actual Lexicon modules. So of course on the top of this thing you've got the good old Neutrik system, which I call Neutrik, but it maybe isn't, but you've got jack and cannon on a single one. Okay, so I wish we'd brought a lead here to demonstrate, but that'll take a XLR and a jack in the same socket. Not at the same time, you can only have one or the other, okay? But that is, I think that's Neutrik, and it's, was it called Neutrik?
I think they're probably Neutrik. The other thing is, I think, just looking at all the inputs on here, these have got like the Midas preamps in, the really nice preamps, which is the same as Behringer's like big digital mixing desk. So they put that technology into this as well. So it's a bargain.
So if you was thinking about buying one, why are you still thinking about it? Okay, that's the idea of this video. Why are you still watching this and thinking about it? You should have clicked that buy it now button by now, guys. So from us here at Take the Fear Out of Gear, it's goodbye from me, Jason Bangers.
And it's goodbye from me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Laters, guys.